Aquarius, there's something unexplainable about the way your hair moves when the wind finds it, how it dances before your body even reacts. That motion is not random. It's a sacred language, a quiet signal between your spirit and the universe. This message tonight, it's about your hair. Yes, the very strands that rest upon your head, the ones you touch without thinking, the ones that fall away and yet never truly leave your story. Your hair is not just decoration, it is divine documentation. Every strand is a thread of memory, woven by time and touched by unseen hands. It carries the weight of your emotions, the echo of your ancestors, the frequency of your prayers. When you weep, it absorbs your sorrow. When you laugh, it hums with light. When you cut it, wash it, or hide it away, the universe takes note. Aquarius, your hair has been listening to every chapter of your becoming. It remembers the moments when you felt unloved. It remembers when you found strength again. And through every rise and fall, it has whispered, I am still holding your story. The tangles you fight are not only physical, they are energy knots, moments of confusion, emotional residue, unspoken truths. And when your hair begins to shed, it isn't always loss, it's release. It's your spirit saying, I am ready to let go of what no longer serves me. You see, the universe encoded your growth in your crown. That's why the scriptures of your soul begin at the top of your head, where divine messages first enter. Every time you feel a sudden breeze lift your hair or a chill brush across your scalp, that's not just the air. It's a message passing through. This is why we begin here tonight, because something sacred lives above your thoughts. Something divine lives within each strand, and it's time you remembered what it's been trying to tell you. Before we continue, I want you to speak this affirmation in the comments and let it anchor into your energy. My hair carries divine messages. Say it not as words, but as truth, because the moment you declare it, your crown begins to awaken. That silent connection between you and the universe begins to vibrate again. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Feel the air move through your hair like the breath of something ancient, something loving. That is not coincidence. It is communication. The universe is brushing through your strands to remind you, you are crowned in meaning. You are seen. And tonight, you will understand what your hair has been saying all along. Long before mirrors existed, your ancestors already knew. The hair that crowned the head was not just beauty. It was a sacred line of communication. They believed your hair carried messages between the heavens and the earth, between your thoughts and the divine realms that guide you. Every strand was seen as a living thread connected directly to the Creator's frequency. When you dreamt, your hair listened. It absorbed your visions like a gentle sponge of spirit. When you wept, it held your sorrow quietly, as if saying, I'll carry this weight until you are ready to let it go. Your hair became the silent keeper of emotion, recording your growth in ways no book ever could. Aquarius, your hair holds energy, not only from this lifetime, but from the countless versions of yourself that came before. It remembers what you've overcome, what you've feared, and what you've healed from. That's why it feels heavier after pain, because it's storing the energy of everything you've endured. And when you cut it or wash it after heartbreak, it's not vanity. It's your spirit performing a quiet ritual of renewal. The universe designed your crown as a living archive. Every strand holds spiritual DNA, a record of every prayer, every loss, every awakening. It's no accident that your hair grows from the top of your head, the very place closest to the heavens. Your scalp, your crown, is the portal through which divine wisdom flows. Each time you rest your hand on your head, during reflection, meditation, or prayer, you are not just comforting yourself. You are activating that invisible thread that links you to divine frequencies. The warmth you feel in those moments is not just body heat. It's alignment. It's your spirit syncing with the rhythm of creation. The universe didn't choose your hair at random, Aquarius. Its color, its texture, its rhythm, every detail is symbolic. Coiled, straight, thick, soft, fine, or strong, each pattern tells a hidden story about how your soul responds to the world. It tells of how you bend under pressure and how you rise again without breaking. Your hair reveals how you hold divine energy, whether you flow gently with life or spiral powerfully through it. Think of it this way: each strand is a fiber of memory. When sunlight touches your hair, it awakens the parts of you that have been asleep. When wind moves through it, it clears away old thoughts. And when rain falls upon it, it cleanses not just dust, but emotion, the unspoken weight you didn't realize you carried. Your ancestors called the head the seat of the soul. They would oil, braid, or cover their hair, not just for beauty, but to protect that sacred communication line. Because they understood, the universe speaks first through the crown. And your hair is the messenger. So the next time you feel the urge to change your hair, touch it, or care for it more tenderly, know that it's not a random feeling. It's the ancient code awakening. It's your higher self reminding you that even your strands carry purpose. Every inch of your hair is evidence that you are connected, to memory, to spirit, to something eternal. And as it grows, it doesn't just mark the passage of time, it marks the evolution of your soul. There are moments, Aquarius, when you look down and see more strands of your hair than usual resting in your hands, your brush, or your pillow. And suddenly, you feel a quiet worry rise within you, a fear of losing something precious, a fear of change. But what if I told you that falling hair is not always loss? Sometimes, it's a sacred transformation in motion. Spiritually, the shedding of hair is a divine act of release. It's not always about stress, age, or health. Sometimes, it's the universe speaking through your body, whispering, "You've outgrown this version of yourself." Every hair that leaves your crown carries the vibration of something old, an energy that has completed its purpose in your life. The universe uses this process to cleanse your crown. Because your head, your energetic center, is the point where divine messages enter. When too much old energy lingers there, it blocks new wisdom, new ideas, and new beginnings from flowing in. So, the shedding becomes sacred. It's a sign that you are being renewed from the top down, quite literally. Aquarius, notice how it often happens after emotional storms, after heartbreak, disappointment, or deep spiritual awakening. It's not coincidence. Your spirit releases what your heart has been unable to express in words. Your hair becomes the bridge between what's leaving and what's becoming. Think of each fallen strand as a messenger completing its journey. It has carried part of your story, your emotions, and your lessons. Now it bows out gracefully, so something lighter can take its place. Each new strand that grows afterward carries the vibration of your healing, your strength, and your newfound clarity. It's the universe replacing what was heavy with what is holy. That's why you may notice, after a difficult season, when your heart begins to mend, your hair feels different, softer, brighter, alive again. It's not vanity. It's confirmation that your inner renewal is beginning to show on the outside. When you find hair falling into your palms, don't panic. Hold it gently for a moment and whisper, "I release what no longer serves me." Say it with peace. Say it with faith. Because the universe listens, even in whispers, even in silence. That small act of acknowledgement turns shedding into a sacred ritual of renewal. You are not losing, you are clearing. You are not falling apart. You are being refined. Every strand that departs is making space for blessings that your spirit has already ordered. So, instead of fear, let gratitude fill you the next time you notice change. For the universe is cleansing your path in the most delicate way, through the crown that carries your divine connection. Your hair is not betraying you, Aquarius. It's protecting you, releasing what's old so that new light can take its place. This is how the universe speaks. Softly, invisibly, but with intention. And now, it's reminding you that even in something as small as a falling strand, your spirit is still communicating with the heavens above. Aquarius, have you ever wondered why your hand finds its way to your hair in moments of silence, stress, or deep thought? It isn't vanity. It isn't habit. It's instinct, the spirit's way of comforting itself through one of its oldest energy centers. Your hair holds emotional memory. So when you touch it, you are grounding yourself, reconnecting with your own power, even without realizing it. It's a small gesture, but spiritually it's profound. It's your soul saying, I'm still here, I'm safe, I'm present. Now think about the times you've suddenly felt the urge to change your hair, to color it, trim it, or start over completely. That pull is not random. It's not just fashion. It's your higher self signaling that your identity is shifting, that something inside you has ended, and something new is about to begin. The universe often uses your hair to mark transitions. A haircut after heartbreak, a fresh color after victory, a new style after a long season of waiting. Every change is your spirit announcing to the world, I've evolved. I'm not who I used to be. In ancient times, people didn't cut their hair without reason. It was done only after a vow, a mission, or a transformation was complete. They knew that hair carried energy, that it stored vows, emotions, and memories. And by cutting it, they symbolically released what was finished and welcomed what was new. So when you feel that inner urge to change your hair, when it starts whispering that something must be renewed, don't ignore it. That's not boredom. That's divine timing. The universe is preparing to reintroduce you to yourself. Aquarius, the moment you act on that impulse, the moment you allow that change, you begin a sacred renewal. You may not feel it immediately, but deep down, your spirit knows. A chapter has closed and a brighter one has opened. Every snip of hair that falls away carries old emotion, old fear, old energy that no longer fits the person you are becoming. And the fresh strands that remain, they hum with new vibration, the frequency of growth, freedom, and restoration. This is why a new hairstyle can make you feel different, lighter, stronger, even more alive. It's not about appearance, it's about energy alignment. You're matching your outer self with the person your soul has quietly become. So if lately you've been feeling drawn to change your hair, to let it go, to refresh it, or to embrace it in a new form, don't resist that pull. It's not rebellion, it's rebirth. It's the universe recrowning you, reminding you that your power doesn't come from what's on your head. It comes from what flows through it. Every time your fingers brush your strands, remember, you are touching memory, transformation, and divinity all at once. Your hair listens. It reacts to your emotions. It changes when you change. So honor it. Honor the message your spirit sends through it. Because your hair, Aquarius, has never been just about beauty. It has always been about becoming. There's something special, Aquarius, about how often strangers seem drawn to notice your hair. Sometimes it's in passing, a kind word from someone you've never met, a smile from a distance, a compliment you didn't expect. And though it might sound simple, it's never just about appearance. It's not coincidence, it's resonance. People don't always realize it, but they can feel energy long before they understand it. When someone looks at you and says, "Your hair looks beautiful today," what they're really sensing is the energy that's glowing from your crown. The quiet light that surrounds you when your spirit is aligned again. They aren't just admiring color, shape, or texture, they're responding to the unseen, the harmony radiating from your soul. Aquarius, your hair holds frequency. It vibrates with emotion and intention, like a soft instrument playing the music of your inner peace. When your spirit is clear, that vibration becomes stronger, and others pick up on it naturally, sometimes through a compliment, sometimes through an extra glance that lingers. They're not reacting to vanity, they're reacting to vibration. So when a stranger pauses and says, "You look radiant today," understand that the universe has used them as a messenger, a small human way to remind you that your alignment is showing. It's the divine saying, "You are glowing again, you are balanced again." Often, these moments come after a season of struggle, after nights of tears, after you've questioned yourself, after you've prayed quietly for strength. And then one ordinary day, someone sees you and says something kind. That's not random. That's heaven's gentle confirmation that your light has returned, that what once felt broken has begun to heal. It's proof that even when you couldn't see your own progress, others could feel it. Your hair becomes a reflection of that inner glow, a visible sign of invisible renewal. It shimmers differently when your spirit is whole. It moves with ease when your heart is light again. Even its scent, its texture, its way of catching light all begin to shift once peace finds its way back to you. Aquarius, this is the kind of beauty that cannot be created with products or mirrors. It's born from energy, the quiet work your soul has done behind the scenes. And when it shows through your hair, it's the universe showing off the evidence of your healing. So the next time a stranger compliments your hair, don't brush it off. Smile with gratitude, because it's not just their words, it's a cosmic reminder that you are seen, that your frequency is rising, that your light is visible again to the world. You carry a kind of beauty that goes beyond physical form, a beauty that vibrates with spirit. Your hair, like gentle waves of light, reflects that purity you've reclaimed through endurance, growth, and grace. It's the aura of someone who's been through the storm and now glows because of it. Aquarius, when people notice your hair, they're witnessing your energy in motion. They're feeling your peace, your strength, your divine alignment, and they can't help but speak on it. You are walking proof that light, once lost, can always return brighter than before. Aquarius, your hair is more connected to your emotions than you might think. It listens, it responds, it mirrors the state of your inner world. Notice how your hair changes with your moods, how it feels softer, lighter, even radiant when your heart is at peace, and how it becomes heavy, tangled, or dull when life feels overwhelming. This isn't imagination, it's energy transference. Your emotions travel through every cell of your body, including the tiny roots that give birth to your strands. When joy lives inside you, your hair reflects that joy. It shines effortlessly, flowing with ease and balance. But when sadness or stress lingers too long, your hair begins to show signs of that inner burden. Breaking more easily, losing its natural rhythm. It's your spirit communicating through your body saying, something within needs care. Something within needs light again. Your hair mirrors your emotional seasons. When you are grounded, it grows stronger. When you are unsettled, it may thin or become fragile. Each change is a reflection of how your spirit moves through time, blooming, resting, shedding, and beginning again. If your hair has been breaking lately, it's not just physical. It's the universe calling you to release emotional weight, to stop carrying guilt, anger, or memories that no longer belong to your present self. Every strand that breaks is like a whisper from the divine, saying, "Let go, Aquarius, make space for renewal." But when your hair begins to glow, when it feels soft and alive, that's harmony. It means your spirit is balanced again. It means you've been listening to yourself, resting, forgiving, breathing. Your energy is clear, and your hair is echoing that peace back to you. Aquarius, your hair is like spiritual weather. It shifts with the climate of your heart. When storms move through you, it feels them. When sunlight returns, it feels that too. And just like the earth after rain, it always finds a way to recover. So treat your hair as you would your soul, with patience, love, and gratitude. Speak life into it when you comb it. Bless it when you wash it. Thank it for what it carries. The silent emotions, the ancient memories, the dreams that pass through you in the night. Because every strand listens. It remembers the words you speak, the emotions you feel, and the love you give. And when you honor it, it responds. It softens, it strengthens, it glows. Your hair is more than a reflection in the mirror. It is a reflection of your spirit's condition. So, nurture it the way you nurture your peace. Feed it with calm thoughts. Cover it with prayers of gratitude. Let it rest on nights when your heart is tired. Aquarius, your hair hears you. It's a living witness to your transformation. And when your inner world finds peace, your outer crown, that silent extension of your spirit, will always reveal it. Aquarius, the universe doesn't always send its messages through thunder or miracles. Sometimes it speaks quietly, through the smallest shifts, through things so ordinary that most people overlook them. Your hair is one of those sacred messengers. When you wake up and notice a new white strand that wasn't there before, don't see it as a flaw. See it as a sign, a mark of early wisdom. It means knowledge is arriving before its time. It's the universe gifting you awareness and maturity, even when you didn't ask for it. That single strand carries proof that you've survived storms that could have broken you. And yet, here you are, more grounded, more awakened. When your hair suddenly thickens or grows faster than usual, it's not random. It's a reflection of increased life force within you. The universe is recharging your energy, preparing you for a new chapter, one where your confidence, health, and clarity begin to expand. It's your spirit saying, "I'm ready again, I'm alive again." Growth in this sense isn't just physical, it's spiritual proof of revival. But when your hair begins to thin during periods of emotional exhaustion, it's also communication. It's your body's gentle plea for balance. It's the universe whispering, "Slow down, rest, breathe." Your crown mirrors your spirit's condition. When your inner energy drains, your outer crown reflects it immediately. It's never punishment, it's guidance. Aquarius, these are not flaws, they are divine messages in disguise, signs written in the language of your body. Your hair doesn't lie. It reflects what your spirit won't always say out loud. If your heart is tired, it will show in your strands. If your soul feels light again, it will glow through them too. So pay attention to the small things, the changes, the textures, the rhythm of how your hair behaves. Each variation carries information about where you are energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. It's a divine feedback system, helping you stay aligned with the universe's rhythm. Listen to it, Aquarius. It's been speaking all along, through every strand, every shift, every subtle change. And the more you learn to notice it, the more clearly you'll hear what the universe has been trying to tell you, that even in the smallest details of your being, heaven left a message of love, protection, and awakening. Your hair, your crown, is not just physical, it is spiritual evidence that the universe never stopped communicating with you. Aquarius, your hair has never been just decoration. It is your crown, a living signal tower that connects you directly to the heavens. Every strand that rests upon your head carries prayer, memory, protection, and divine purpose. It listens when you cry. It moves when you rejoice. It remembers every season your spirit has walked through. When the wind moves through your hair, that isn't just nature. That is the universe touching you softly, saying, "I'm still with you." It's a reminder that unseen hands are still guiding you, still blessing you, still writing light into your story. When you change your hair, when you trim it, wash it, or color it, that's not vanity. That's your soul announcing evolution. It's your spirit saying, "I have grown, I have become someone new." Each change is proof that you are moving forward in divine rhythm, not stuck in what was. And when your hair falls, don't see it as loss, see it as renewal. Because even in shedding, your crown makes space for rebirth. It clears the old to welcome what is sacred and new. So tonight, as you sit in stillness, touch your hair gently and whisper, "I honor the divine energy within my crown." Feel those words move through you. Let them remind you that you are connected, body, spirit, and sky. If this message has touched your soul, write it again in the comments to affirm it with faith. My hair carries divine messages. And before you go, remember to subscribe, not just to this channel, but to your own spiritual growth. Because the universe isn't done revealing what it has to say through you. This was only the beginning of your awakening.